Golf, Leafs, golf. Golf, Leafs, golf. Where's the true believers out there who are delusional that they're going to beat Claude Giroux and the Senators? I'm laughing while I'm watching both of these terrible teams. Got a new Jays hat. Toronto on the side. And been looking for this one for a while. It's the City Connect. So all you hat junkies like me, welcome to the stream. Got a new hat. Got same wife. And
there's no new wife.
No new kids, no old kids either. 0 kids. Silas has his big exam tomorrow. Liv is with a friend at a school play.
Musical?
I guess,
yeah.
Musical. I want to get both of us in this. But.
I'm just going to be quietly working away here.
Mm-hmm. And...
Can you read asparagus backwards?
Asparagus. And Lucas, thank you for praying for his appendix. Any news? He actually went back to work.
Yeah, he's back at work. He's not...
Week and a half off.
He said, I'm pain-free except for when I sneeze, hiccup, or laugh.
That's not fun at all.
Yeah. All those things you do that you don't realize you use your abdominal muscles without realizing it. Yeah.
Wow. So that's fun and exciting. Also had an election here in Canada. Not sure if you heard about it. Basically, I have a theory. Now, I don't want to get too political on here. Put in the comments what you thought of the election. But basically what I found out was the Conservative leader, Pierre Poilievre, is married to this wonderful lady from Venezuela. His ex-girlfriend is his campaign manager, Jenny Byrne. There's pictures of them kissing in Maclean's magazine. If you Google Poilievre and Jenny Byrne, I think is her name. Now, you guys can tell me what you think went wrong. But number one thing, do not have your ex-girlfriend as the campaign manager. Could you imagine? Okay, my beautiful wife is here. We're doing this campaign stop in Kingston, Ontario. Thank you, everybody. Good night. Then you go on the phone with the campaign manager, your ex-girlfriend, for 2 hours. Yeah, what do you think? Strategy? How are you going to be having difficult conversations with your ex?
Yeah.
So that's why I think Conservatives lost.
A little bit.
Also, they were a little bit soft on Mr. Carney. I thought they could have, if I was in charge, I'd just take every picture of Trudeau and Carney and boom, boom, boom. Put Carney out there as Trudeau 2.0 in every ad that I could. But what do I know? I'm not a political expert. And the Conservatives did get more votes than they ever did before. So good job, Pierre and the gang. We're here in Toronto, so we never... we know the election is...
Our votes get flushed
our
down
votes
the
are
toilet
useless.
every time.
But sorry about that to everybody all over the country. Toronto Rexit for all y'all. And even our dear, sweet little Islanders had Pierre at their I'm watching hockey at the same time.
Rally.
At their rally in PEI. What? Bunch of people there came to see Pierre.
Yeah, McDougall Steel hosted a rally
represent.
in Morgan,
So
which
that
was
exciting.
awesome.
Also, our spring banquet is coming up. RSVP. I don't have the book. I gave the book to Lisa.
It's May the 10th, guys.
May the 10th be with us. And that's next Saturday. So our amazing refugee friend Hasib has written a book called From Cobble to Christ. I gave it to Lisa. We're proofreading it right now. So if you show up, you can help us proofread the book and get that out and support a refugee whose story is amazing, going from Afghanistan to India to Canada. And now, look at this. So that's May the 10th. RSVP, send me a message. That's our singing
The oven preheated.
oven telling us that it is ready. Preheating is ready.
Do you guys do this with your herbs? I wash them, wrap them, and then freeze them.
What?
And then I can just cut little bits off. Well, when you buy a bunch of, this is dill, for example. You buy a bunch of dill. Nobody uses an entire bunch of dill in one dish.
Right.
So then I think this one's basil. So then you wash them.
Yep.
And chop them and freeze them. And then you can, what do you mean you don't know? I'm not asking you if you know. Nobody needs your consult.
Nobody's asking you, bro.
I'm glad to know you're skeptical.
Well, I don't know.
So this is my herb mixture,
deal.
my frozen herb mixture, which I'm going to mix with sour cream and cream cheese. We're having stuffed chicken thighs tonight. At least your pops.
Absolutely. We're trying to reconnect. Our Rogers Wi-Fi is doing what Rogers does in being garbage. But we get it for cheap because we have a foster kid. Did you know that? If you take a kid...
She's a foster adult now.
She's a foster adult. I can't call her my adopted... Well, I can still say she's my daughter.
Yeah.
She's not a
They're
kid.
still your daughter, even when they turn 18. They're just not a
Like
kid.
pig. That's right. She's still my daughter, of course. But she's not a foster child. She's a foster adult. She's not.
Well, and
she's
she
actually
wasn't-
really our daughter.
She wasn't really.
She's just
that's right.
our adopted. I'll say our adopted. That's a lot of stuff in there. What is that?
Cream cheese, sour cream, and the herb mixture.
The herbs. Oh, Leaf scored.
And
Austin. Mathieu.
is anyone else watching the Leafs in the background?
Boo. No, they shouldn't. They should turn it off and watch us.
Probably by the time people see this, the game will be over.
The Senators' season will be over.
Ew.
But I just want to see Claude Giroux get a Stanley Cup before it's over. So this is your magical stuff that you're gonna stuff in the.
So the chicken thighs get
Yeah.
stuffed with asparagus plus this, and then wrapped in bacon,
Oh yeah.
and then cooked in the oven. So I just have to make
Brady.
the stuffing.
Brady Kachuk got a penalty. That was a power play goal. Sheesh.
Yep.
So what else has happened since last week? Last Thursday. Then Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Went to see some friends in... Oh, Sean Cuthills is live. Wow. Went to see some friends in Cambridge, Ontario. Shout out to
On Sunday.
Gordy Hanna and the KLBC crew, the Boltons, and all those... I was going to say ex-Prescott friends. They're still friends with Prescott. It was just Andrew had to move. So Cambridge, if you want me to come to your church, just send me a message and I will bring the whole crew. I'll bring an Afghan. I'll bring some free books. Do anything you want. Let me know.
You want.
Anything. This
He's a
lady,
traveling preacher.
once in a while, this lady comes with me,
Yeah,
but only
once
to
in a while.
Stouffville. And
Only go to the close places.
close places like that. So Cambridge was fun. It
You want to taste?
no, not I want the finished product. If that's okay, please. Yes, thank you. Wonderful. Yes, dear, no dear, yes. So that was great. So Cambridge, Lord's Supper's 9:30. Bible hours 11. Lunch is 12:30. Missionary report 1:30. Get home 5 and then Afghan church Sunday evening. So it was a full day. Did you want the water to go on that or in here?
It's supposed to be drained already, but I guess it's not very well drained.
Oh my dear. Let's watch.
Just drain
Thank you for centering.
Squeeze that.
Also, my arm is killing me. I gotta go to physio because I'm such a doofus and was working in the garden and hurt myself. So now my golf career is in jeopardy. It's kind of like Tiger Woods. Oh, I should use the microphone, eh?
Do you think we'll need 1 can of asparagus or 2?
Oh, how do you determine that?
We'll go.
Oh, dang. So this arm, my shoulder is just reconnect. We're reconnecting. Reconnect. So right. New hat. Very exciting. Actually, I got 2 new hats. I should show off my other hat. This is the one you authorized.
Well, that one was cheap. So I like the cheap one.
This is the Raptors hat. And the reason I like these hats, they're like the black on black. Same kind of as this one. This is a little bit blue, accents, but the black on black. For the Raptors. Let's go, Raptors. Oh, and then it has the little... What are we thinking about the stickers? Can I take the sticker off?
I like the sticker.
Inside, because it, like, sometimes shines in my eye.
Oh, no.
Right? I'll be like, hey, and it's, like, right here. Can I take it off?
Can you
take it off? I'm not really asking.
Are you going to keep asking until I say yes?
Yeah, pretty much. That's the plan. Men, that's how you get what you want. You just keep bugging wifey till she goes crazy. And it says yes. No, you don't do that. You just say, I am going to have a problem where this shines in my eye and then I drive off the road.
My only point is, if you've already made your mind up about what you're going to do, just do it. You don't need to ask me.
I tend to make my mind up
It's your hat, so I'm not going to tell you what to do
with
your
this
hat.
one I can keep it on because it's at the other side, right?
Okay.
So this guy, I'm going to keep that one on. This little sticker. I try to keep the stickers on for the lady. So now it is Blue Jays season, so the Blue Jays hat. I got 2 Blue Jays hats and 2 Raptors hats. And
we're almost
6
ready
pieces.
to
How
start
many pieces
here.
of bacon?
Okay. We got 12 pieces of bacon.
Yeah!
We got 12 chicken thighs. We got
asparagus
it all. And
we got it all.
Our cream cheese and herb filling.
I'm loving it.
I think we're ready to go.
This.
I'm not.
Can I make a comment on my own video? I better not. What were you saying? Okay, chicken thighs.
So this is you get the boneless, skinless chicken thighs, and then you can kind of like, it's like a...
There. Oh, I just closed every app known to man. I had 15, 20
the cute
apps
little asparagus in there.
That's amazing.
And then
this is like
a nice dollop.
Should be a cooking class.
Yeah.
Cuthills, get that dollop.
And then we close it up.
Wrap it up with the bacon.
And then we bacon wrap it.
This is amazing. Is this just for us? Or you're like,
well,
whenever the kids come home?
There's going to be leftovers for sure. So anyways, that's kind of like the finished little roll. The good stuff in the center and the bacon on the outside.
Oh, yeah.
And then we put it on the pan. Okay, so I'm just going to keep doing this while you chat away.
Oh, I'm watching the hockey. Yeah. So to review, got a new hat. 2 new hats since last week. Went to Cambridge. Was not able to go golfing. That was really unfortunate because my arm is killing me. It's the first injury I've had that's lingered this long, actually. Like, it's an injury. It's true. Not just like,
it's not just like a pulled muscle.
Something hurts. It's like
injured.
Every day. It's like I aggravate it and it's in such a weird spot. Like, everything you do is with your arm is using these muscles to, like, lift it and,
It's true.
Anyways, enough whining. People are dying all over the world, and I have a little shoulder injury. But I have been taking lots of drugs. Over-the-counter drugs.
Yeah, like thoughts on best over-the-counter, like sore muscle
And this
medication?
is the only time it doesn't hurt, is when I put my arm up here like I'm an orangutan. Dang. I'm going to put my hat on the other way. So, what else is going on with children's?
Yeah, so just pray for Silas tomorrow. He's writing his
he's getting his
G2 gas fitter exam, and that's going to be quite a little
that'll be crazy
accomplishment for him.
What a dude. And Liv is nervous because the patio at her restaurant, which will remain nameless, is opening, and once the patio is... Why is it saying slow connection? Reconnect. Oi!
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for patio season.
Patio
in general.
season.
Like just barbecue season.
I guess for the chefs, it's a little bit crazy.
Well, because so what happens with her restaurant is, as most restaurants that have a patio, suddenly their seating capacity doubles. And in this particular restaurant where she works, they're usually fully booked all the time. So it's such a, like, all the food that they have to prepare and cook is basically double of the winter time.
Gracie. And our little dear, darling dear, our baby Jeannie, got a boyfriend.
Oh,
They're not on Facebook, so they won't see this. But watch what happened.
Yeah. There's a budding relationship in the house.
The boy showed up with a bouquet and asked our permission to date Jeannie, our little dear adopted daughter. So if dude is going to buy this much flowers, I think he's an okay guy. So we said yes, and it was adorable. So it seems like it's pretty serious.
Yeah.
They've known each other since high school, and they didn't get along too great before.
All right, don't give away all the secrets.
No. Anyways, kids dating. Lord help us.
Any
Yeah.
parent of adult children advice, it's always tricky.
Brutal.
There we go.
Whoa. So that's, yeah, and we they're pretty good.
There's never a dull moment around here, really. Well, it's kind of dull right now, actually.
Yeah, now that you say that.
We treasure our dull moments. We get excited about dull moments.
Yippers, and wow, the biggest thing this week, we put a gate on the fence of the refugee house.
So exciting.
I'm so excited because then we don't have to go up. Literally 1, 2, 3, then down 4, 5 different sets of stairs to get to the back. So if you're trying to carry I should say this injury is from like carrying furniture for refugees or something, but it wasn't.
No, it was
working in the
golf.
garden. So then by putting a gate on the fence,
gave access to a second
we can go right around.
entrance,
So that means we can also have more refugee families in the house that have their own access. However, as exciting as that was, which was soup, I'm so happy about that. Then we have to put a lock on a sliding door. Does anybody out there, does anybody know how to put a lock on a sliding door? Because we have been trying again and again and again with all different kinds of things and ways, and it is not really
think the issue
going
is
well.
It's just hard to find one that like is perfectly compatible with the patio door we have.
Aren't all patio doors the same?
I don't know.
Not really.
And also the other thing that's tricky is I ordered
Ask a question. No,
something that looks like it'll be cheap.
Anybody had any Amazon orders that didn't really look like? At least they let you return it. But it was the quality. So we were trying to screw it in, and the screw itself kind of broke off, and I mashed my finger.
I might have to like take a like.
How do you get a screw out if
it's
you?
It's stripped, yeah. So we might have to actually take like a hacksaw or something and just cut through the screw because the end is now.
Right,
It was such a cheap. It was such cheap hardware that
Brutally.
the screws got stripped so quickly that
Really
now
cheap.
I don't know.
We don't know what to do. So sliding door, but we got a gate. So man, look at that, amazing. So what are these called? Like, what's the official chicken cordon bleu?
It's stuffed chicken. Yeah, sometimes I do it with chicken breast, but I'm doing chicken thighs tonight.
Yeah.
Chicken breast is a little harder because you actually have to kind of pound it like a little flatter. Where chicken thighs already kind of are nice and flat. So.
Golf, Leafs, golf. Well, if Winnipeg wins and Edmonton wins and Montreal's already out, and then somebody from Toronto, and at least there'll be 3 Canadian teams left.
Unfortunately, we're out of bacon.
Yeah, so back to the election. How'd everybody do on Monday night? It was a little tricky to turn off the TV at like 12:30 or whatever. We were wondering if there's going to be some Joe Biden sneaky stuff going on. 3 a.m, all of a sudden, Pierre pulls it out. But like I was saying before, you know what actually happened? The downfall of the Conservative Party? Pierre's campaign manager is his ex-girlfriend. Bro, easy decision. Don't have your ex-girlfriend as your campaign manager. Because if you're on stage talking about your beautiful wife, then you get off stage and you have to have a 2-hour Zoom call with your ex, who's your campaign manager. I just don't think you can be as, like, open, objective. You're like... And come on, there's got to be some
political
drama
and
there.
relational advice. With
that's
Sean.
just my opinion. Maybe get somebody else other than your ex. So I was going to put a post with Pierre kissing this girl, Jenny.
Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
It's in Maclean's magazine.
What's his wife's name again?
Oh dear. Yeah, Venezuela.
Anyways. Poor
wifey. We like wifey, and we like the kids. And
she's adorable.
Are from Toronto, so unfortunately, our vote is useless because the everybody in Toronto just votes for the red guys, the Red Army. So, anyways, don't worry. Remember, some of you have been around 2004 or 2006. Paul Martin beat Stephen Harper, and he was like, oh, no, I don't know if he'll ever win. I better quit. Went and cried. And then came back, toppled Paul Martin, and we had Harper for 10 years. The only thing is Pierre lost his seat, and so he's going to have to find a seat somewhere. And then give it a year or two, and Carney will do his Carney thing. I don't think he's a great, battling in the trenches political guy. And once he starts to fumble and bumble.
So I was wondering, do your churches, talk about the election, suggest who to vote for, any of that stuff? At our home church, we didn't really talk about it at all.
No way, don't talk about that.
Not mentioned. So I was just wondering,
yeah, and what
do
about...
you guys have, I saw Tom Braun.
Yeah.
Pastor Tom Braun posting, make sure
Get
you
out
all
there.
get out to vote and pray. And so I was like, it should be at least,
it's their decision, but
talked
still.
about. But yeah, I thought it was
if you want people to keep their charitable status, you might know who to vote for. So, and then the funny thing is, because we're working with our Muslim friends, they just straight up tell the people who to vote for at the mosque from the pulpit, Oh, cool. Banquet. That was somebody asking about the banquet registration. So if you want info about our spring banquet, May the 10th, next Saturday, we always love celebrating everything God is doing and getting a gate on the refugee house fence. So exciting. And shout out to our boy Hartley from Peoples.
Oh, yeah.
And Josh from Youth Unlimited, aka Youth for Christ, who came in and put that on, used their saw, all their tools. Reciprocating saw. Why does it have a second name? It reciprocates because it comes back? It goes back and forth.
When you message it, it messages back.
It reciprocates. Mm-hmm. And so we bought the blade for the reciprocating saw to put a gate on the fence. And then it got lost, so those guys had to improvise, which was fine. But that was pretty exciting. And then what else did we get? We got a mini fridge for the refugee house. Shout out to April and Marcia for dropping that off. A mini fridge is all you need. And also, somebody bought... we have an Amazon wish list. So if you want to buy anything for the refugee house... message us, or I can put it in the comments. You go on Amazon, you look up what we need, and then boom, then it shows up. So one of the things we noticed at the back door, the sliding door, we need a key for the sliding door so the one refugee family can go and not bother the others. But every time we go there are some raccoon droppings, and we're not sure if they're raccoons or if they're cats or if they can't be squirrels though, right?
No,
Haley?
I hope it's a cat.
If anybody is an expert at animal droppings, I will send you a picture so that you can tell me what animal this is And then we want to put a camera.
Can you just put a
ring
picture
camera
in the comments? A picture of the dropping in the comments?
I did not take a picture, though. I just disposed of it. But it's making me nervous. Like, why is there raccoons? You think it's a cat, right?
Well, I'm just hoping it's a cat.
Yes, I'm hoping it's a cat, too. So anything for the refugee house? Oh, yeah. What's this? This is some McCain wedges.
These are for you.
Fries or potato wedges. That's right, not for Keto Queen.
These are for you.
Dun, 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 dun. So, Golf Leafs Golf. Let's hope that Ottawa pushes us to 7 games so that Leaf fans can lose their minds like they do every year.
Right.
Is that it? Did we do it? We did it, folks. Look at this. Hashtag spoiled, hashtag blessed, hashtag wifey for lifey. So we're going to watch this bake. We're going to shake and bake. And then, so banquet next week. Send us a message. Do you want to say goodbye? Or do you want to wash your hands? And then,
Oh, yeah.
it's great when the sun is still up at 8 o'clock. That's a reward for making it through the winter. So we are excited. Let's see what's going to happen by next week. So dinner with the Cuthills. There's only 2 of us. Maybe next week there'll be a few more. Mm-hmm. Peace out, y'all.
Have a great week,
Bye.
guys.
Happy May. It's gonna be May.